Isa says, it is permissible to put down the Mushaf. Is it permissible to put down the Mushaf on the prayer mat while praying tahajjud? And this is an important issue because a lot of the people exaggerate when it comes to issues that do not call for exaggeration. Some schools of thought say that if I'm sitting on a chair and a person reciting the Quran is sitting on the floor, that this can be kufr, which fits like a glove with our Islamic faith principles that we've gone through today. And what is the evidence that you're taking a person out of the fold of Islam? He says that when you sit above a person who's reciting the Quran, or even a person who's a hafiz, this is insulting the Quran. Subhanallah. This insult is apparent or something that I verbally said. Is it an evidence that can take a person out of the fold of Islam? Do you have proof from the Quran and the Sunnah? They said, no, but I said, this is our topic. So coming back to the issue of putting the Mushaf on the ground, a lot of the Muslims say it is disrespectful to put the Mushaf on the ground. I'm sitting on the ground, I'm reading the Quran. I pass by a verse of sajda, prostration. I put it on the ground and I perform prostration. The guy next to me holds my Quran up. I finish my prostration, he hands it to me. So I said, Jazakallah khair, but why did you do this? He says, it's just disrespectful to put the Quran on the ground. Says who? He said, this is the Quran. I said, Akhi, I agree. But I am a worshipper of Allah. I am reading the Quran. I love the Quran. When I put it on the ground, I do not intend any insult or disrespect to it. Now, let us look at it from another perspective. Akhi, when you're reading the Quran, you're putting it on your lap. Is this respectful? Why not? You're putting it on your private part. What is this? Oh, I didn't mean anything. Touche. So, we must not go into extreme. Some people refuse to put the Quran on their tables because there are cupboards that are higher. So they would like to put it on the highest thing in the room. Why don't you take the Quran and put it on the ceiling, on the roof, or on the water tank on top of your home, just to be the highest thing? This is all nonsense. Yes, you are praised and thanked for loving and respecting the Quran, but not to that extent. The Prophet himself, alayhi salatu wasalam, used to put his head in Mother Aisha's lap, sleeping, putting his head, resting, and would read the Quran. And some narrations say that he was doing that while she was on her menses. What do you have to say about this? There is no disrespect in all of that, and hence there's nothing wrong in putting your Mushaf, your Quran, on your prayer mat or on the ground directly, and Allah knows best.